Is there anything else you're particularly enthusiastic about? Give us some guidance of what your thinking is on let's look 6-8 months down the road towards Christmas. What's the sectors that are going to outperform this year?
Well, people that are trying to second guess the S&P 500 towards which companies are going to cut or reduce dividends. I mean, if you're an institution, and as we talked earlier, looking for a 6% bogey, you want at least 50% of that coming from the distribution of capital. So now quality really matters. Now you really care to cherry pick, and this is what I love about the actively managed ETF sector, which everybody poo-pooed only 3 years ago. Now it's actually doing its work very well, because in the case of OUSA, the one I'm going to talk about that I own, that's 130 plus of the S&P, but the highest quality balance sheets, which generally speaking are higher and more unlikely to cut dividends. So if you're using OUSA as a dividend play, which many people are doing right now with north of 3% dividend yield, it's a very good place to hide in the weeds if you're trying to be an institution making 6%. This is a time to use actively managed ETFs that focus on things like quality if you're worried about companies that are going to fail or at least reduce dividend yields. And there's going to be plenty of them, Bob. You've been covering it now for weeks. And I think there are sectors that are going to come out of this much better, obviously, than others. Virus stocks versus non-virus stocks. You know, I'm not loving Disney right now for obvious reasons, but there's lots of companies that have actually done much better inside of the S&P 500 that aren't as worried about the effects of long-term concern to the virus.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. It's hard picking the winners and losers, and that's generally thematic stocks are a little bit faddish to me, but the concept of quality in this environment, strong balance sheet, unlikely to cut the dividends, that makes imminent sense. That's perfectly rational investment ideology if you understand what's going on there. Thank you, Kevin. That's a good point.